Just wanted to share this with anybody who's curious to know what I do with my spare time and what I enjoy doing. This apple tree right here is a Cortland apple tree. Now, it doesn't look like much, but I'm going to tell you that it is. Because 4 years ago, I started this journey with this tree. I planted the seed, I germinated it over winter, and I waited 2 years of growing, and then I grafted to it. And here's the results. This is now a Cortland apple tree. And hopefully sometime in the next few years, I'll start getting fruit on it. But I'm going to show you that, take you down here so you can see. Here is the original, part of the original tree. This is the rootstock. This was the original seedling right here. And then here's the graft union. Right there. You can barely make it out now. Now this right here, these aren't part of the graft. This is rabbit damage from last fall before I put a fence up around it. Some rabbits came and chewed up on it, as you can see a year later, almost a year later, and it's healed up nicely. And then it looks like this branch right here, I'm gonna have to cut that off because it's pretty much like a sucker branch down there. It's not needed. I may end up using it for scionwood to graft another tree with it next year, but I just wanted to share this with you. Now, the cool thing about this is this isn't where the story ends. So you may be wondering where the rest of this tree is, right? So I did my graft here, so the top part is missing. I'm going to show you where the top part is. Because the top part, 2 years later, is still alive. Okay, so the story continues with this tree right here. So this tree, the graft is 2 years old. This is the graft. This is where the graft is. This is how much is grown in 2 seasons. Now the story behind this, you see this right here? This bit right here is the original top of that first apple tree. So what I did was, because I don't like to waste anything, I cut it off and I stuck it in a pot in the spring, because I grafted the spring with that Cortland apple tree. And by August it had rooted out, and I had just a little tiny piece of bud, a little tiny twiglet of a bud. It only had like one little bud on it. And there's the graft union. It's kind of hard to tell now, but right there's the original rootstock, and there's the graft. And now it's turned into this beautiful apple tree, which I believe might be a Macintosh. It has amazing tasting apples, big, huge red ones. And I'm proud of this. I wanted to share it with anybody who's interested. And yeah, this is what I do.